Hello children, good morning. In today's video, we will be discussing a cool animation effect. Let us see the example of today's animation effect which we are going to learn today. Okay, so let us proceed ahead and start learning how we can make this type of fireworks. Okay, now I'm showing it here. Okay, just by a click you can see the animation effect here of fireworks, right? So so first of all, we will learn how to create this type of this kind of animation. Okay, let me play this animation one more time for better understanding. Okay, okay. So now let us try to recreate this animation. To recreate this animation, we need to insert a blank slide first. Okay, as you have noticed before, in this animation, there are three different aspects. So the first aspect is that there is a straight line coming from the bottom and there is a circle, okay, and then there is a bigger circle here. So we need to create these three elements for this PowerPoint firework animation. So let us come back. Okay, let us come back to the blank slide. So now first of all we need to go for the shapes menu, and here you can see the rectangle. Okay, I just drag this my mouse pointer towards here and I place this one here. Okay, and after this just give a right click here and then click on format shape. Okay, now I want to give a gradient fill, okay, to add some colors to the shape, okay, to that gives a nice firework effect. Okay, for this I'm going to select gradient fill, okay, and I'm not going to change this preset colors, okay, and the type is has to be linear and it's already selected. And now I'm changing the direction, okay, this is of linear up, the direction has to be linear up. And now coming to the gradient stops, okay, the first one, when the firework started, it starts with a black color, so I selected this one and I'm changing the color to black. Okay, then you can change the color. And the next stop, this is at position of 50%. Okay, and I'm changing this color here like this. And the third gradient stop, the color which I'm giving is yellow, it's already selected here. And the fourth stop which I'm selecting the color is of orange. Okay, and this gives you a nice effect. Okay, and just click on close and then click anywhere on the slide. Now you can see the different colors, okay, and there is one border here for this shape. Now I don't want this, so I just double click on this one and I selected shape outline from shape styles and no outline. Okay, now you can see there is no outline for this shape. Okay, now I selected this one and give a right click here and then click on format shape. And now I want to give a line style, okay, that is of dash dot type. Okay, and you can see here, and I'm giving a line color of black. Okay, and it's already selected here. Okay, and I'm making this one a little bit thin. Okay, and I want this one as a fired streak. Okay, and this one is finished. My first element is finished. And now coming to the second element, so which is nothing but oval. I want to give a circle shape, so that I just selected oval shape and I gave a circle here. And now give a right click there and click on format shape. and select the gradient fill. Okay, to make it easier. Okay, to make it easier, and I'm changing the type as radial, and then the direction is of from center. Okay, and now you can see after the streak is coming. Okay, after the streak is coming, the center part has to be orange color. Okay, and the outer portion is of black color. So for easy making, I'm just giving a reverse order for this. So this is of stop 1, gradient stop 1, so I'm giving this color as orange. Okay, and the second gradient stop, which is at 50%, and I'm changing the color to yellow. And at the gradient stop third one, which is at 75% of position, I'm giving the a light grayish color. And the last stop 100% is I'm giving a black color. Okay, click on close, and then you can see. Okay, you can see the color effect here, and I don't want this outline, so I'm just double click on it and shape outline. There is no outline. Okay, and my second element is also completed. Now coming to the third one. Okay, so for that I want to click here. Okay, and in stars and banners you can see the 3, 16, 24, and 32 point star. Okay, and this gives you the effect of a firework. Okay, so that now I'm selecting a 32 point star, and just I'm dragging my mouse pointer here. Okay, and then you can make it a little bigger. Okay, as it has to be bigger than the before circle. Okay, and you can see here is yellow color dot is there, right? And just click on the yellow dot and bring it all the way down. Okay, now you can see the a light is coming. Okay, and then just I want to change the line color. Okay, so that I just give a right click and give a format shape. Okay, a line color, I'm giving it as yellow, and the line style, I'm giving the dash type as dash dot, and you can see here. Okay, and click on close. And one more thing you have to do it here. What is that? I just give this one here and send it to back. Okay, and this gives a nice effect while I'm adding any animations. Okay, now add animations to all these three shapes. Okay, for easy understanding, we just have to remember one thing. Each of these elements is having an entry and exit effects. Okay, so for this, first I'm just clicking on this one. Okay, and this one, this line is having an entry and exit effect, and both these circles is having an extra effect. Okay, which I'll show you now. Okay, now first select this one and click on animations tab and give a fly in. Okay, which is coming from the bottom. Okay, so that is the fly in effect. Okay, and you have to and add animation to the same fight streak, this line. Okay, more exit effects, that is nothing but dissolve out. Okay, now we'll see the preview. Okay, and the next one is circle. Okay, click on this one and again animation pane. Okay, for this one I'm going to give a effect of zoom in. Okay, this one is zoom. Okay, and now I want to add animation here, another animation, that is emphasis, which is nothing but grow and shrink. Okay, and now you can see I want to add an exit animation for this. So I just clicked on add animation and click on more exit effects. Okay, that is nothing but dissolve out. Okay, select dissolve out and click on OK. Okay, so this animation effect for the circle is also over. Okay, and next coming to the last bigger circle. Okay, for this the entry animation effect is zoom in. Okay, so here is the zoom. Okay, and select this one, and you can see all the animations we are giving to each and every element appears in the animation pane. Okay, and I want to add an emphasis effect, that is nothing but grow and shrink. Okay, and I want to give a exit effect also. Okay, so more exit effects and same dissolve out. Okay, okay. So for the first rectangle, we are giving two effects. The first one is the entry effect, which is nothing but fly in, and the second effect is exit effect. Okay, which is dissolve out. Okay, and for the circle we gave three effects. The first entry is zoom, and the next add an animation, that is nothing but emphasis, which we gave is grow and shrink, and the exit effect is of dissolve out for the circle. Okay, and the same for the 32 point star also. The entry effect is of zoom in, and the add effect emphasis is of grow and shrink, and the exit effect is dissolve out. Okay, now the next step of this project is arrange these animations in a order so that it gives you a nice visual effect of a firework. Okay, for that let me come over the animation pane and try to rearrange this animation in order to give the desired effect. So for this I'm going to select all the animations. Okay, by clicking on Ctrl A. Okay, and I'm in timing, I'm giving a duration of 0.30. Okay, and now the timing for the duration for all the effects, animation effects, is of 30 seconds. Okay, and now to understand the concept easily, first of all this line has to come first. Okay, and how it appears from the bottom, and it, first of all, this line is coming from the bottom towards the top. So when it reaches top, this circle has to come into the picture and it starts exploding outwards. Okay. Now, once the explosion of this circle completes, then this circle comes into the picture and it starts exploding outwards. Okay, so that in meantime, in specific intervals this line has to dissolve out. Okay, this line has to dissolve out and this circle has to dissolve out, and by the end this circle has to dissolve out. So let us arrange the all the animation effects. okay, for all the three elements. Okay, so first of all, I'm just click on rectangle one. So this is the first animation effect. So for this, first of all, this line streak has to come, and then this circle has to appear, and when it is growing, this has to become, okay. So for that, the first rectangle, this is of on click and fly in. Okay, we gave the effect, entry effect as fly in. And the next one, I want this animation here. Okay, and this effect has to start after the previous. Okay, without pressing any key. Okay, this animation has to come after the previous. And next one, after this one appear, this rectangle has to dissolve out. Okay, so this is the one. So this rectangle has to dissolve out, and I'm giving this effect as with previous. Okay, and then coming to the next one, after dissolving out, the circle has to shrink, grow and shrink. So this is the second one, and it has to start after the previous. Okay, after the rectangle dissolves out, this circle has to shrink out. Okay, so I'm clicking here and I'm just giving after the previous. Okay, and the next one, after shrinking, after growing the circle, this star has to come. So I'm changing this element to the here, and I'm changing the effect here as with previous. Okay, when the oval starts growing, it has to come out, zoom, it has to come out. Okay, and then it has to grow, the same star has to grow, and this effect has to come after the previous. So after zoom, we want this star to get shrink. Okay, so click this one and give after previous. Okay, and then circle has to dissolve out. Okay, and this circle has to dissolve out with previous. Okay, and this 32 point star has to dissolve out after the previous. Okay, now just we will play this one. Okay, now you can see the animation effect is also over. So now I'm just making this slide as duplicate and giving an effect here and bringing all together, and then making this circle a smaller one. Okay, if I now for example this 32 point star, if I didn't give this send to back, then it will come like this. Okay, but it won't gives you the nice effect. That's why I gave this one send to back. Okay, now let's play this animation once. So control A, give control A, and I want to arrange all of this here to center. So click on arrange, and then alignment is to be center. Okay, now let's start this one. So let's play whether it is working. So I'm clicking on slideshow. Okay, this is the effect. So I'm making this one. I'm copying this one here. Okay, to show you the effect nicely, I'm changing the background here as black. Okay, so let's check. Is it nice, right? So you can see uh, I just copied the same animation effect of Firework for 2 times. So this is of rectangle, second rectangle one.